Very recently, I've had a random Encounters kick. No reason why, I just kind of had. They made two Deltarune songs. Well, if you know me, you know Deltarune is the only thing keeping me sane. The first Deltarune song is called Legendary Heroes, and one thing I noticed is that Chris is a lot more jolly than he is in the game. Maybe it's because it's 2019 and the soul hasn't told him that the fandom is full of crazy people. This was before Chapter 2, a time when people thought that the massacre route was real. So it's nice to see a fan work that isn't Chris killing everyone. As a portrayal of Chapter 1, it's pretty inaccurate, but as a fan work, it's a masterpiece. Chris being so happy gives him great lyrics, but Susie is easily the most accurate towards her in-game version, if that makes sense. She's just so grumpy and looks so tired, like she was dragged into this, which is 100% accurate to the game. Ralsei doesn't sound like how I'm used to hearing Ralsei, but that's coming from a man who consumes 10,000 gallons of Delta slop on weekdays and 100,000 gallons of Delta slop on weekends. I was expecting him to sound like the man on the internet version, but this voice works too. It's very calm and soothing. Ralsei doesn't come out from the dark in the hood, instead he just pops up and doesn't explain the prophecy. He's just kind of there to be positive. Lancer is the last character, and I love his acting, but his voice acting sounds like the You Don't Know Jack dummy. He acts like the way I imagine him acting. Yes, I think about these characters a lot. I have way too much Delta. So, all in all, Legendary Heroes is a pretty good fan song. I wonder what their next Deltarune song will be like. Then the video starts off with sitting all alone on Friday night. Ironically, I think Noelle has the second best costume in the whole video. It isn't overly complicated, it just looks like Noelle. Chris and Ralsei walk in, and they kept the same actors. So happy about that. The costumes look nearly identical to the previous one. The only big difference is that Ralsei took off his hat. I love how it's the same wig that they wore in the Free Fates of Undertale. Or maybe it is, I don't know. Noelle is sad because Susie doesn't like her. Chris admits to ripping the friend inside them out. And Noelle isn't surprised because she's been through a lot. She asks for advice from the two people who know Susie the best because Susie has no parents, and Chris delivers. Like the last time, Chris delivers the lyrics flawlessly, smooth as butter, and also knows some good advice for talking to Susie. Ralsei, on the other hand, gave out some good advice to talking to someone you like in general. For someone who's never had any friends before, they sure give some damn good dating advice. It's like that one Family Guy song where Stewie teaches Chris how to win over a girl in his class. And then freaking Birdly walks in. Name one person who likes Birdly. Nobody invited this guy. Birdly is played by CG5, and he's played perfectly. He acts like just how he acts in the game. But his costume looks like straight ass cheeks. He's just as cringy and egotistic as the game. I really like that. Birdly's costume is like the one reason why my parents can't catch me watching this video without thinking I need an exorcism. This is just look at it. Birdly has some of the best lyrics, but far from the best advice. It's just too egotistical, but it's really funny. Anyways, I love how Birdly just kind of shows up and Noelle is visibly uncomfortable. Birdly killed the mood. After the chorus, Queen shows up and doesn't follow the nickname she gave Noelle in the game, 0 out of 10 video. Queen is easily portrayed the best out of anyone in the video. Her costume is the most accurate, her voice acting is the most accurate, and she's just as funny as she is in the game. Queen doesn't give any advice, she just tells Noelle to be her peon even though she said she was eavesdropping. I like how Noelle's character development is somewhat represented, with Noelle pushing Queen and saying, "I'll never side with you." Either that or Noelle just really hates Queen in this video. After that, the five gather around Noelle and sing the chorus to try to make Noelle as uncomfortable as possible. There's this neat little detail where Birdly's hand is on Queen's shoulder and Queen removes it. I just think that's funny. Noelle eventually starts pushing back and tells everyone what she thinks, and I think this part where Noelle talks like how I honestly imagine she talks. I think she just talks really nervously and awkwardly, considering her life, her thoughts, and her everything revolves around Susie. And crying about death. Those are the two things she has going for her in her life. It sounds so natural. She also tells Birdly that his whole presence as a curse, which makes him do the face that he does in the game. I think that's funny. Of course, nobody listens to Noelle since they don't respect the girl who's hyper-fixated on a girl who hasn't bathed in months. This pisses off Noelle so bad that she takes her anger out on Birdly, which is what a normal person would do. I don't know if it was Snowgrave or Ice Shock, but judging by the whole screen was covered in white. Wait, I think it was Snowgrave? I don't know, but that was officially the most nerdy sentence I ever said. Since the vibe got killed, everyone just kind of leaves Birdly there to rot. And also there's Susie, but that isn't really important. I really like this song. It's very upbeat and casual, unlike most Deltarune fans of 2021. Fun fact, this was actually released on Christmas Eve of 2021. I think it was great seeing OR Frio and CG5 do this. The reason why I just like seeing people collab for Deltarune and stuff. The only real issue with the video is that the chorus sucks, but that's fine, because the video is really funny and it makes up for it. Thank you so much. I wanted to talk about Deltarune for so long now, but I've never really tried for some reason. I'm working on another video right now. This video was just kind of done to get something out. It's a review for the first Jackbox Party Pack, but it's taking too long because I'm so lonely I can't convince people to play Jackbox with me.